Welcome back, and today I'm going to talk about the new Xbox. If you're new, subscribe. I post the best GT5 glitches. And Red Dead, post below for a shout out. The new Xbox, they are calling it the Xbox Series X. It's the 4th generation Xbox, the first generation being the original Xbox in 2001. Then they released another Xbox, the Xbox 360, 4 years later in 2005. And then 8 years after the 360, they released the Xbox One in 2013. So right now, it would be 7 years after they released the Xbox One. So usually the cycle seems like they're going to 7 or 8 years a new generation console is released. Comparing the last two Xboxes, the Xbox One and the Xbox One X, the only difference between the CPUs was a slight increase in clock rate versus the new CPU in the Xbox Series X. It's a completely new CPU, custom made by AMD using the Zen 2 architecture. It does 3.8 gigahertz. Still has 8 cores, and also it has a different mode. It has the SMT mode, simultaneous multi-threading, which is basically hyper-threading, the same technology used in PCs. What it does is it doubles your cores. You still have 8 physical cores, but the operating system treats it as you have 16. So you have 8 physical cores, another 8 logical, totaling 16 cores. And finally, we have a console that can do 120 FPS native. Xbox One was about 1.3 teraflops, while the Xbox One X was able to hit 6 teraflops. Microsoft never released how many cores it has, but you can probably guess possibly 2,600 cores, because you multiply that by the clock rate and then 2 instruction per clock, and that's a rough way to calculate teraflops. It's twice as fast as the Xbox One X, being at 12 teraflops. So the Xbox One X uses the custom AMD RDNA 2. It has 56 CUs, but only 52 are enabled, so that's kind of different. Also, the GPU is locked at 1.8 to 25 gigahertz, and with this much RAM, they say you can run 5 applications at the same time, and they allow you to suspend. And also notice they have 2 sets of RAM. One RAM is for the graphics and one RAM is only for the operation. Comparing to the last Xboxes, the RAM is a lot more and it's a lot faster. The new standard using solid state drives. Before, the previous consoles used spinning. They were hard drives, HDDs. Now we're using SDDs. SSDs don't spin, they're solid state. So they're a lot faster in data write, read, seek time, everything. This will reduce the load times, the install times, the boot up times, everything. To give you an idea, a spinning hard drive, about 100 megabytes per second. Solid state, 2.4 gigabytes per second. And also, they have a proprietary external 1 terabyte SSD. It's like a memory card if you need additional storage. So summarizing the goals, full backwards compatibility. All Xbox One, 360, and original games. You can suspend your Xbox now. Suspend up to 5 games at a time. Full real-time ray tracing. Basically the technology of the future. It's what's going to make the next-gen games look incredible. It's very processor, memory intensive, everything. So the fact that they built this in natively, big deal. Up to 120 FPS, also audio ray tracing. Their target 4K resolution at 60 FPS. They're prioritizing frame rates over resolutions. Also, their goal is to have this thing quiet. So it's basically venting the air upwards. So it's basically an exhaust style cooling system. And I'm pretty sure that's everything. If I miss anything, make sure you post below. If you like this kind of content, make sure you leave a like on the video. Thanks for watching, and I am out.